Welcome to our channel. We're all about faith, family, home, and farm. Come on in and grab a chair and sit a spell with us. If you like readable versions of all of our content, be sure to check out both of our blogs. The links to our blogs will always be in the description box below our videos. Y'all are in for a treat tonight. I have another canned biscuit recipe video. Let's get started. First, you're gonna boil some chicken breast in some water until they are done. This doesn't take long at all. I have 6 breasts in here. I'm gonna use 3 for tonight's meal, 3 for some chicken salad for us, some lunches this week. After they got done boiling, I'm going to take them out and put them in a dish and start letting them cool off, and then we're going to shred them up. So I'm just getting 3 out for this meal, and we're going to start shredding. Let it cool off first because it's kind of hot to the touch. I'm going to see if I need 3 or 4. According to how this goes in this dish. So just shred up your chicken just like this. After it cools, I'm serious, I don't want anybody to get any burned hands. I had to eventually put it in a bowl because I forgot I'm going to have to stir the biscuits in with this. If you haven't seen it by now, and if you haven't guessed, we're going to be making a buffalo chicken and cheese bubble up casserole. So I took my shredded chicken. I have salt and pepper I'm putting in. This is your mixture. I'm going to mix in a little ranch dressing. This is optional. If you want to just use the dry ranch seasoning, that's fine. But I don't want a dry bubble up casserole. I want it kind of moist. So I'm using the liquid ranch, bottled dressing ranch. Then you're going to pour in just a little bit of your buffalo sauce of your choice. This is just the brand I like. You use the brand that you like. You're going to give this a very good stir. Get it all incorporated in your bowl. This meal is so easy to come together. And y'all, if you want to, double the recipe, double the ingredients, and make 1 for tonight's meal, 1 for another meal. Put it in the freezer, a freezer meal for another busy night. You're going to open up your can of biscuits, that adult Jack in the Box, and see, there it went, Jack in the Box. And you're going to take your biscuits and you are just going to, y'all can stack them up and cut them, or you can just do what I'm going to do, and we are just going to tear the biscuits into little chunks. You can cut them into 4 sections. You can cut them into 6 sections. Depends on how big you want your biscuits in your bubble up casserole. Just remember that these jumbo biscuits, when they bake up, they're going to puff up kind of big. So I'm going to do a little at a time because I don't want them sticking together. This will work better if you get your biscuits straight out of the refrigerator and cut them up cold. But I had my biscuits sitting on the counter for a little bit, and they already got not to room temperature, but they were getting kind of sticky. So I did the whole can of biscuits that way and mixed them into my mixture. I've got them in a casserole dish, and I'm going to spread that out very good. You might want to spray your casserole dish just to make sure it doesn't stick. I did not have any Pam or any kind of butter spray, nonstick spray. So I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed that this doesn't stick and make a big mess. So you are just going to spread all of your mixture out evenly into your greased casserole dish. You want to be preheating your oven to 350 degrees. Make sure your biscuits are incorporated throughout the mixture. They're not sticking together. Mine had already started getting to room temperature and started sticking together and clumping up. So I'm visualizing that, just trying to get some of those clumps separated. Now, this is optional. You can leave it as is, or you can do what I'm doing. Spread you some more ranch just on top. Spread you some buffalo sauce on top. Like I said, I don't like a dry bubble up casserole. I like it creamy and moist. This will help the biscuits a lot more too. So I opened up another jar of ranch because I used all that one. Good thing I bought another jar or a bottle of ranch dressing. I'm just going to get it wet and make it creamy to where it bakes up better and moist. Then I'm going to go behind that and add another little layer of buffalo sauce, just like that. Now, this next part is optional. You don't have to do this next part. I'm just adding a little bit extra to it because I had some cheese in the refrigerator that I need to get used up. So I am breaking up some mozzarella pieces. Y'all know I love me some cheese. And I'm filling in all the bare spots. I'm going to do a mixture of mozzarella cheese and then a mixture of shredded cheddar. I'm just trying to use up some ingredients I have on hand. And I said, you know what? Why not throw them in this bubble up casserole? Now, I know you don't see a lot of cheese mixed in with buffalo chicken, but this girl is. So I'm just filling in all those spots using up that sliced mozzarella that was already in the bag. I already have some pre-shredded block of shredded cheese over here that's just in the bag. I'm just going to get that used up. We're just going to generously, I'm not going to go whole hog this time, y'all, and just drown it in cheese. I'm going to try to restrain myself and use just a little teeny tiny bit of cheese. We're just going to use up what I got in this bag and cover the top of that. And then to keep the cheese from, burning while it bakes or getting too done, I'm going to cover this up with aluminum foil. I'm going to put this in the oven and we are going to bake it for about 15 to 20 minutes with the foil on. Then we're going to halfway through uncover it and let it finish baking until it get about 350 until the biscuits get golden brown and the bubble up casserole is bubbly. And now it's all done. We are going to remove it from the oven. And y'all, look how this turned out. Ooey, gooey, creamy, moist, bubbly. Y'all got to go give this one a try. I hope y'all enjoy it. Here it is, all plated up. Doesn't that look delicious? Y'all go give this a try. See you in the next video.